Yeah. This is going to look a bit similar if you only just watched the last part of this. So, basically, the golden armour can only be found in Dr. Doppler's secret laboratory. Of course it can only be found, but there's only one of it. And the music's become more epic, and I don't get something at the start of the game telling me where the bonuses are. Those bastards, they're inconsistent, damn them! Yeah, so far the level design doesn't look that nasty, does it? Oh my. Instant-death spikes, and they come down! Just when you thought you had that much room to cross the room. Now that one is particularly cruel. I have a tiny jump window, and I'm under bombardment. But I manage it still. That's the kind of puzzle that would appear on I Want to Be the Guy if it was made by a sadist. But it was made by a sadist. This is the kind of puzzle that would appear on I Want to Be the Guy if you have more than one hit point. And I just made a fatal mistake. Insta-death by crushing. You'd think there would be more fanfare and more, crunch. And it's forward wind time, because we've seen all this before. But now, I do the right thing when it comes to these crushy bastards. It must be hard for Doppler to get in and out of his lab if he has to go through all those crushes every time. Maybe he has the teleport coordinates. So don't get me started. Just as long as the teleporters here don't work like the ones on Star Trek, don't get me started on how ridiculous those teleporters are. Because I'd have to go and do my research, because I swear I saw this site detailing how ridiculous they are in both their power and the possible misapplications you could use for them. Now, go along here. An instant-death spike ceiling, and those doors mean that the boss, and that big robot is a boss. And Zero is here. X, I come to help you. Get an erection. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling. You destroy that junk robot. Junk robot? Okay. It's got a big chewy mouth that reveals a laser. X, there is an army of powerful mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. Be careful. I'll watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm going to scout around. I'll catch up later. Given that X is actually a lot more powerful than Zero at this point in terms of gameplay, it's kind of annoying. At least Zero gets his own story in Mega Man X4, but I don't have a PlayStation emulator and I don't have the ROM for it. Who knows, maybe the PlayStation emulator is out. It's been that many years since the first PlayStation was around. Yeah, this is me going along the road to the golden armor and failing one of the prerequisites. Namely, you must have full health when you reach the golden armor capsule, or it will not appear. It just won't. You can use your sub-tanks to try and get to full health, but I didn't have enough sub-tank energy with me at the time. Just to be inconvenient, and I swear it fills more than twice. That is where the golden armor capsule was meant to be. Thus, I made this movie, in which I successfully get it. Just to be sure, that movie finished. This isn't me still playing. That's not how I work. Windows Media Encoder slows my computer down too much and fucks up the recording too much. Basically, it's the same route as before, only you are very careful to avoid anything, and I mean anything that could possibly kill you. Right. Next up, I'll just go down here, use my sub tank, go down here, and it's a red capsule, just like where the super chips are. Enter this capsule, X. The capsule that I placed in my enemy's fortress. Install this chip to enhance all your parts, including your dong. The situation should now be improved. Good luck, X. So you jump in. Situation improved my ass! I do not look cool in gold! Yeah, you can now air dash twice, and you have a special gun which apparently stores... You now have the hyper cannon special weapon, so I can create lots of barrages of cross-charged shots if I really want, but it drains like any other weapon. Wow. And I can't use it if it's not at full. Those bastards! As for my other abilities, well, my shield now works for longer, and if I stand perfectly still, I regenerate 1 point of health every so often, but that's boring. Really boring. This is just me exploring how you can fail to get the hypercannon to work. Movie finished. I'm going to continue playing from this point and record the next movie. This is Shadow Spiky Thingy signing off.